Ninjas, known as shinobi in Japanese, were covert operatives in feudal Japan, often misunderstood due to a mix of historical facts and centuries of myth-making. Their origins can be traced back as early as the Heian period, between 794 and 1185, but they rose to prominence during the tumultuous Sengoku period, which was 1467 to 1615. During this time, constant warfare between rival clans created a demand for specialized agents capable of gathering intelligence, sabotaging enemy plans, and conducting assassinations. Unlike the samurai, who adhered to the strict Bushido code emphasizing honor and loyalty, ninjas operated in secrecy, often resorting to unconventional tactics considered dishonorable by samurai standards. The regions of Iga and Koga are most famously associated with the ninja. These mountainous and remote areas fostered small, tight-knit communities where ninja families thrived. These regions became training hubs for ninjas, where they developed and passed down the art of ninjutsu, which is the discipline encompassing stealth, espionage, disguise, survival, and combat techniques. Ninjutsu was not just about fighting, but also emphasized the importance of psychological warfare. A ninja's greatest weapon was often fear, and they cultivated an aura of mystery to keep their enemies on edge. Training for ninjas began at a young age and was grueling. They practiced climbing, swimming, and walking silently across various terrains. Their physical conditioning was matched by mental training, as they needed to analyze enemy movements and think several steps ahead. Ninjas also studied herbs and medicine, allowing them to treat wounds in the field or create poisons for their missions. Their tools and weapons were highly versatile. While they did use swords, daggers, and throwing stars, shuriken, many of their tools were repurposed from farming implements, as they needed to blend in with common villagers. For instance, the kunai, often seen as a weapon, was initially a gardening tool. One of the most misunderstood aspects of the ninja is their attire. The popular image of a ninja dressed in all-black suits stems from later dramatizations in Japanese theater, such as kabuki, where stagehands wore black to signal invisibility. In reality, ninjas dressed to blend into their environment. A ninja infiltrating a castle might dress as a servant, monk, or merchant, relying on their ability to remain inconspicuous rather than a dramatic costume. The role of ninjas in warfare was multifaceted. Spying was one of their primary functions, and their ability to gather information was invaluable to warlords. Ninjas also specialized in sabotage, destroying enemy supplies or setting fires to distract and disorient their opponents. In some cases, ninjas acted as assassins, though this role has been somewhat exaggerated by later legends. As Japan entered the Edo period of 1603 to 1868, under Tokugawa Ieyasu's rule, the country experienced relative peace, and the need for ninjas diminished. The Tokugawa shogunate even employed former ninjas to serve as bodyguards and police, valuing their unique skills in maintaining order. Over time, the practice of ninjutsu faded, and ninjas became figures of folklore rather than active participants in Japan's political landscape. The mystique surrounding ninjas grew during this period of peace. Stories about their supernatural abilities began to circulate. They were said to vanish in a cloud of smoke, walk on water, or transform into animals. These myths were often perpetuated by storytellers and writers to entertain audiences and, in some cases, by ninjas themselves to bolster their intimidating reputation. In modern times, ninjas have become cultural icons, thanks to media representations in films, anime, and literature. While these depictions often lean heavily into fiction, they have helped preserve the memory of the ninja's role in Japanese history. Today, places like Iga and Koga celebrate their ninja heritage, with museums, performances, and even training experiences for visitors. The legacy of the ninja is one of adaptability, cunning, and resilience. While their historical role was often shadowy and misunderstood, their influence on warfare and culture remains undeniable. By understanding the reality of their lives and separating fact from fiction, we gain a deeper appreciation for these enigmatic figures who thrived in the shadows of history. Thank you so much for joining me in exploring the fascinating and mysterious world of the ninja, masters of stealth, strategy, and secrecy in Japanese history. If you enjoyed this dive into the shadows, you might also like some of my other videos. Discover the eerie legend of Akoro Kamui, the mythical octopus of Japanese folklore, the peaceful art of the Japanese tea ceremony, the dramatic story of the downfall of the samurai, or the beautiful tradition of cherry blossom viewing. To watch those videos, click on the link in the description below or go to my channel. Each one features anime-style visuals that bring these incredible stories and traditions to life. If you enjoyed this video, could I ask you to consider leaving a thumbs up or subscribing? It's one of the best ways to let a small channel like mine know you'd like to see more content like this, and your support really makes a difference. I'd also love to hear from you. If you leave a comment, I'll almost certainly see it. Share your thoughts on the video, or let me know what topics you'd like me to explore next. Your suggestions could help shape the next adventure. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.